Hey ho! Cheers!
That's Christmas. Yeah! I can't believe you literally are drinking yours out of a jar.
Listen, mason jars are the way forward. These are like, I've got about 6 of these. They're like my old pickle jars. It's the perfect, it's like a goblet size. Perfect.
Yeah. Anyway, shall we start? Let's go. Whilst I'm still with it a little bit.
Yay!
I'm intrigued to see whether or not this slip slides. You know.
Well,
whether I slip slide, you just see me going.
I started sipping before you got on, so
okay.
Yeah.
So
tastes so good.
Oh. Well, here we are again for another episode of It's All Frolics, the best podcast out there at the moment. I'm saying it. Yeah. I love that.
Love a horn?
Whenever I would be out and they'd do that, I think that would be hype me up even more than a tune. I'd be like, yes!
Let's go!
Got fingers ready! Fools. This is what you have to look forward to today on this episode. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm excited. Let's just say that. So,
Okay.
How you doing, girl?
I'm good.
Yeah?
It's probably the drink, I'm not going to lie. Because, you know, the energy for the last couple episodes has been a bit meh. But, like, I'm pumped today.
Well, yeah. We are here.
I apologize in advance because...
Craziness.
Yeah, and also, you know, like, my diction and enunciation, you know, slips at the best of times. So it's going to be interesting what happens today. Ailed by Baileys, but you know, 'tis the season.
It is. If you're not on it, what are you doing with your lives? I just realised I didn't even introduce us. So, welcome to the show.
It's us.
It's us, the crazy two, the murderous clowns that be Amy G and the wonderful Monique. Yes. Oh, I'm feeling this energy. I'm so hype. Oh my God. Okay, so obviously every single episode we have a bit of a icebreaker warm up, and this week is my week. So I have prepared a little game, but with a twist. The twist is, if you get an answer right, I take a sip.
Oh, prepare
if you get an answer wrong, if you get an answer wrong, you take a sip.
Okay. Girl, have you set me up? Okay, we're going to find out, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. And today's game is called Knowing Me, Knowing You. And it's a series of questions which I have pre-prepared to ask you to see how well you know me.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Shit. Okay. Okay, let's go.
They're not too deep. And obviously, some of the information I'm like, I don't want to ask it some questions where it gives too much information away.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We're not there yet. We're there.
Yeah.
They're not there. You got to work at that. So randomly, I think there's about 20 odd questions.
Okay.
So let's start with, I think, an easy one, which means that I lose, so I sip. I'm never a loser with Baileys. So first question is, if I could be any animal, what would I be?
Bloody hell. This is meant to be an easy one.
Yeah.
Oh, you would be a dog.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Sip.
I'll join you. Cheers, bitch.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Wait, what kind
Next
of dog?
question. What kind of, so I would really, really like to be one of those, I don't know if they're like cavapoodles or whatever, but the tall, curly ones, I want to be a chocolate brown because,
Yeah. I know
you
the
know,
one. Okay.
just
She's cute.
bounding along,
Her
wind
gorgeous
whistling through my
curls.
curls. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that or a Saluki because they are just so grand. They're like,
I'd have to Google that.
don't touch my hair. Yeah, they're so cute.
Saluki.
It's kind of, I think it's a sight hound, but tall,
Okay. Oh, yeah.
beautiful.
She's very
Yeah,
elegant
yeah,
looking, isn't she?
isn't she? I know.
Okay.
So I'm either the crazy, that's where the poodle part comes from, or
Okay.
Queen Bee or Queen
Yeah.
A. Okay, so next question. What is my favorite hobby?
Oh, see, I would say the
Go with
walking
the
slash
first. Go for the first. Just go for the first answer. Just go for it.
walking
Guts.
slash
Remember.
hiking. Okay. Walking slash
Ding ding
hiking.
ding ding. Yeah.
Yay! Cheers.
Woo. Mm. Question 3. Am I a morning or night person or neither?
Neither.
Well done. Look at
Yay!
you knowing me. Hey.
Because I'm like, she's not going to get up in the mornings. Can't be asked in the evenings. So yeah, neither.
A middle of the day kind of girl. I'm that flexi work, 10 till 4. That's me.
Yes. That's us. That is we.
Okay. What is one food I do not like?
You do not like macaroni cheese.
I'm going to
That's a
give that.
dish.
I'm
That's a
going to
dish,
give that
isn't
to
it?
you though,
Okay.
because it is one of my answers that I have, which is cheese.
Okay.
So well done. But actually, do you know
Yay.
what? More and more,
That's why I didn't say it. That's why I didn't say it.
I've been
'Cause I was
trying. And actually, if it's not too creamy, I can actually eat macaroni cheese now. I've really, really, really been like pushing it out
Okay.
there. Because every time when my mum does a big old feast and she's got all of the like fried chicken and everything, and she does the macaroni cheese, it looks and smells so delicious. And I just get really jealous, like proper FOMO. So yeah, I now have it.
Yay.
But
yeah,
cheeses
it was on the
thing.
list. Yeah. Okay. Cheers. I'm drinking this already.
So literally you're just drinking anyway.
Listen, I'm your friend. I will never let you do anything alone.
Yeah. Got my back. The enabler. Okay. One a little bit more specific. What size shoe do I wear?
7.
Yes. Ah. Do you know what? I'm falling in love with you, I think.
All over again.
This is giving me flashbacks to when we were in Malta and we were sharing a room and we
Oh
were like,
my God.
just laughing up a storm. Was that where I can't remember if it was the whole I'm outside still thing.
Oh
if we
no,
in
that wasn't
time
that.
period.
That was before. Oh God,
dear.
that's like one of my all-time favorite reoccurring memories, because that just sneaks up on me, and I just like bust it up, and you can't even explain that to anybody. It's like you had to be there.
You had to be there, but it was annoying. Anyway. Ooh, what is my favorite color?
Ooh. Oh no. Okay, this I don't know. But I'm gonna say yellow.
Oh no, but interesting.
It's not
Why
purple,
did you go
is
with
it?
yellow? It's not purple. No,
Oh, okay.
It was when I was like in my teenage years. And then it was red. but it's actually blue. It's all of the blues. I love,
Ah,
and I think that's more because obviously I live by the sea, so I see that changing, and
yeah. The blues.
mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Cheers. That's what I learned
Ooh.
today.
I won't do that every time. Um,
Sorry for your eardrums, folks. Sorry for your eardrums.
Where was I born?
Um, were you born at Norfolk Park?
No,
Okay, then I don't know.
I was born in Norfolk.
Oh, it was Norfolk.
Yeah,
Fine.
Kings Lynn to be specific.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a London baby. I'm a Norfolk dumpling. But I have been here
Oh,
since I was 5, so I am a Londoner.
yeah.
Well, I say
Okay.
here, I'm not here anymore.
You just visited and you went back
Yeah,
or just left. You never
I just
intended to
left.
stay, to be fair. So,
No, I didn't. I didn't at all.
like, since the day I met you, I was just like, I'm just biding my time to get out.
It was like prison. I'm just chalking the days. Oh.
Okay.
An
Kingdom
easy
Norfolk.
one, I think. How many siblings do I have?
Oh, two.
Yes.
Cheers.
You're going to
One
need a
of
top
which
up.
I finally get to meet next year. Like,
I
how crazy is that?
know. Oh my God. And it's the perfect occasion.
Yeah.
Perfect occasion for it, which
I'm
will
looking
be
forward to that. That's cute.
so good. I told him, I was just like, so you're going to be like out with girls. Are you cool with that? He's like, yeah, man, whatevs.
Yeah. He's definitely the type to be all right.
Yeah. He's just like, actually over the weekend, because I spent that weekend with him, like, we were talking about just stuff that's coming up. And he's like, listen, just tell me closer to the time. I'm like, it's next week. It is closer to the time. I need details. What are you doing? He's so relaxed.
What's his star sign?
He is an Aquarius.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a February baby. Just before Pisces.
Pisces. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I suppose he's probably not far from the cusp. Within that week period, you know, where it crosses over, he's in there. He's in that space.
Baby.
Girl, I'm so impressed with your answers so far.
I know, me too. I was scared.
There might be a couple of others that you're like, next one. Do I play any sports?
Do you play any sports? Is like TFL considered a sport?
What is what?
Because that commute you do to work, girl, that's a lot.
It is a lot, but no, that's not. I mean, do you know, I think if I had to do it 5 days a week, then yes,
Yeah.
it absolutely would be, but once is fine. No. So it's tennis. I play tennis.
Oh, of course you do. Oh, cheers. I really am going to need a top up. How funny. But not surprising, though.
No, I mean, you weren't supposed to be drinking on every single question, but, you know.
We're in this together.
'Tis the season, yeah. Next one, I'm not sure if you will know this, actually, but do I have a favourite band? And if I do, what is its name?
Your favourite band is Bombay Bicycles.
Yeah! Bombay Bicycle Club, but you're close.
Oh, that, yeah. Close.
Well
Bombay Bicycle
done.
Club, yeah.
That
shocked you, didn't it?
It a lot. Yeah, it did.
No, I have a terrible memory for a lot of things, but some reason some things stick. And I feel like you've only mentioned them like 2 or 3 times. But I remember the first time you just like, who the hell are they? Like, I've never heard of them. And that's probably why it stuck.
Ultimate. I don't know if it's because of the fact that they're like London, like, you know, a London kind of band, but Or when I first got introduced to them, I was going through a certain thing in my life. But both my siblings really enjoy the band as well, so we go to a lot of the gigs together.
Oh, that's so
Yeah,
nice.
it's like our thing. If we can, if it works on the day, if we've got the money, then we'll go. But yeah, that's our little thing.
How cute is that?
Yeah. Shout out to my Mid Bicycle Club. We love you. Okay. What is my go-to alcoholic beverage on a night out?
Damn. This I don't know. I'll say my drink, G&T.
No, not a G&T.
I know. I don't know. Vodka Red Bull days are over. We've discussed that already.
Yeah, our hearts can't take that anymore.
Oh, I don't know. What is it?
Dark rum and Coke.
Oh.
Yeah, that is my party drink.
Rum girly.
Like,
okay.
if I'm on the rum and Coke and I'm not white rum, definitely not Ray Nephew. Woo!
Oh.
No, that
I'm
will
Jamaican,
kill me.
but I don't get it. I don't get Ray Nephews. Why? It's like drinking petrol, or what I imagine it to be like. It's so overpowering.
Oh my God. I had a really good friend who lived down in Bristol, and they had like a carnival, went down to visit him. And like I was just there with him and his boys and stuff. And it was just Ray Nephew, all of the cocktails and stuff. I remember
waking up 2 days later.
Like, no. Oh, and this actually ties in with, I think, last week's episode when we're talking about embarrassing things, right?
Okay.
Or the week before, I can't remember now. But yeah, I remember just feeling super wavy, and he disappeared off somewhere. So I was with just one of his friends who was like proper looking after me because I was like a mess. And I said, I need to go to the bathroom because I think I'm going to be sick. And he steered me into this pub, and obviously the girls, there was a queue. So long. I'm like, I'm not going to make it. I burst into the men's toilets.
Mm-hmm.
Boys are peeing in the urinals. And I just threw up in the sink. Like, I was just like,
in
the sink. I was, but I tell you what, I felt so magical afterwards. I was like, second wind got me. Yeah, it's like a magical chunder. I was just like, hello, she's back.
Sometimes though, it does drive you.
Really does. It's just like getting all of that nastiness out, and then you're back to base. You're like at zero.
You want to go again, and you're hungry.
Oh, amen. Amen. But like, basically my friend found me and took me home because I was still swerving all over the place. And then we're back to he went back to the carnival and had a great time. I was in bed the whole afternoon. We were meant to go and see some boxing match that night. They didn't even bother waking me up because I was just like, I was out.
Yeah, you were gone.
Out. Anyway, next question.
God bless you.
Can I sing?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I put yes, but not like well.
Okay. No, you can hold a tune. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Most of the time.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Wow. I should take more delicate sips.
Oh, are you gulping?
Ooh. Yeah.
Can't help it. When it's in there, you're just like,
it's so tasty.
Just a little bit more. Yeah. The creaminess.
After this, I probably won't touch Baileys again until Christmas.
Next
year. No, Christmas. Oh, next year. Yeah. Yeah. Because this is my third bottle. Like, it's too much. And it's just me, you know?
Oh my God. I
found out about
how
Baileys.
You've done it.
I found out about Baileys and hot chocolate this year, and it's just changed the game. It's changed the game. It's so delicious.
This is a perfect example of your all or nothing, though. You are just like, I'm in.
I commit hard. And then I'm just like, meh, over it.
I'm
Dead to
done.
me.
Yeah.
What's next? It's so true. It's so true. Oh,
Oh
yeah.
God. Oh,
Damn.
funny.
No middle grounds, boy. Shit.
Okay, another easy one, I think. What is my favorite film?
Oh, The Mirror Has Two Faces.
Yes! Yeah.
That
And now
that
I've got,
movie was not what I expected it to be when you made me watch it. I
oh,
enjoyed it a lot, but I was like, oh, okay.
yeah. When I showed Kay for the first time, she was, you know how she gets where she's just like the unimpressed face
Yeah.
the whole way through. Like I didn't even get a giggle out of
Wow.
her. It was just like the whole way through. And at the end, I'm like brimming with like love and like happiness. I was like, what do you think? What do you think? Knowing full well what she thought. And she's just like, what do you think? That rubbishness. That's rubbish. But
Yeah,
I
it's a cute
appreciate the fact she
movie.
stayed with me like on it.
Yeah. That's how I feel about Eula and Dirty Dancing. Like, I just despise that movie so much. I feel like I'm one of like 3 people that don't like that movie. Everyone loves it and knows the words. I'm just like, you lot, this is wrong.
That's
It's
because you're looking too much into it, like it actually is a thing. We
but
all
even
know
on
they're
this
30
even
plus, playing 16-year-olds, and the
even
whole
on this,
idea of it is a little bit of like he's far too old for her. But
yeah, even that aside, even if they were all age appropriate, nah.
oh
Uh-uh.
man,
Yeah, I
I
can't.
love that film. I love it, love it, love it. Like, and also I think it's one of those things where it's just come from childhood. You know, when you just have those
Yeah.
things that carry through, like I just absolutely love it. Shout out to my aunt as well, who bought me a Nobody Puts Baby in the Corner t-shirt once upon a time, and that disappeared, and I think someone stole it. By someone, I bet it was my sister, but um it just went missing and I never saw it again. So sad
Aw.
times. But I love the fact that every now and again I will just get a reference to that movie from her because we're as obsessed about it
With it.
together. So
I think, do you know what?
yeah.
I do think that is the problem. I just saw it too late. Same
Yeah.
with Grease as well. I can't stand that movie, but it's because I saw it too late.
I
I
can
was
watch
like
Grease, but I'm
19
not
or something when I saw it. It was just like, nah,
oh
nah.
yeah, it's gotta influence you early.
Mm. Oh well.
Yeah.
Too bad. So sad.
Yeah.
Not at
Not
all.
for me. I watch it anyway. um, okay. Oh, this is an interesting one. How many big loves have I had in my life?
Not including this one.
No, including this one.
Including this one.
Yeah.
3.
Yes. Ah!
I know you. I'm so impressed with me right now. Okay, cool.
Mm,
Shout out to you lots for the lessons and all that stuff.
yeah. And they weren't bad. They weren't
No.
bad at all. Just lessons learned. In fact, I don't know. I think the first one was obviously my first love, and that was a whole thing getting into that. And then the second one,
Yeah. Can we just do that? Should we just sigh?
yeah,
Let that tell the story.
yeah. And not in a bad way. That just was like,
It was intense
yeah,
and
sad
lingering.
at the end.
Yeah.
And then this one is just like coming home. So yeah,
Aww.
as much as he annoys me.
I mean,
Ugh.
yeah. Because, man.
I
But
know.
still,
I know.
of
Do you
all
know,
of them.
I asked the question, I was just like, do I do anything that like, annoys you? And he was just like, no, okay, don't ask me the question.
He just like moonwalk out the room.
Yeah. He knows the answer anyway. He purposefully annoys me because he gets a rise out of it. Okay, let's crack on with some of these questions real quick. What is my middle name?
Shit, I don't know. I'm not even gonna guess. I don't. I think I might have heard it once.
Oh,
Is it Louise?
It is. Yes.
Wow.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well do done. I prefer baths or showers?
Baths.
I enjoy a bath, but I much prefer a shower.
Okay.
I like the cascades.
Yeah.
It's just like
me too. Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay. Prefer.
But
prefer
yes,
was the word.
Prefer.
I'm checking the bottom of this now.
I know. I brought the bottle in with me, so I will top that
I should
have done. 4 more to go. Okay. How many tattoos do I have?
Oh, girl.
If you get this right, I will just literally down the rest of this drink.
I'm not gonna, because you've got a few. You've got a few. Foot, neck, back, wrist. I'm just gonna add 2 more. 6?
No.
Is it? It's not 5, is it?
I've got 9.
Fuck! Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sugar.
9. Yeah. 10 to be added next year.
Yeah, I need one next year. Cheers.
To be honest, I could probably do. Yeah. Tiny said that one. Okay, 3 more. Can I curl my tongue? So you know when you do the roll.
I think you can.
I can.
Yeah. Ew.
Similar to the one before, can I whistle?
No.
I can.
Can you?
Yeah, but not the you know where they do
the
not
that where the thing is. Yeah.
I'm not going to do it too much because obviously the mic's right there. But also we didn't drink for the last one, but you don't have a drink, so.
No. Glug glug.
Last question. Am I right or left-handed?
This is giving me like trick question vibes. But I will say right-handed.
You're correct!
Yay!
Girl, you be knowing me.
I know you. Babes, you're so easy to love and know, you know. Not hard.
Likewise. Well done.
This was so fun.
Congratulations.
9 tattoos. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
cool.
because I've got. The back one is actually 2 tattoos, so I got 2 separate tattoos.
Yes. Okay.
Just extended the first one, and then I have 2 on my wrist that I got separate times.
Okay.
No.
Location's correct, quantity's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh,
that was
well
fun.
done. Yay. I do think that actually having had these conversations and stuff, I've learned more about you and also like what makes you tick and how you're evolving and what you're aspiring to, which I suppose was the whole purpose of starting the podcast anyway, but it's so much fun. Like I'm loving
Isn't it? I know. To be honest, I'm learning about me too, because I don't talk about me a lot. Like you can ask me anything and I'll give you an answer, but I just find it really difficult to just like, here, have this bit of knowledge about me. I don't know. It just never feels comfortable. But, you know, as you said, this was one of the reasons why we started this whole thing. So,
yeah.
What a journey it's been so far.
I know. Yes. So and we're still at the beginning, which is super exciting.
It's like, have we even gotten started yet? We're still warming up.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, well, now everyone knows that little bit more about me. So,
Which means I'm going to have to do one now. So that will be the next game, folks.
oh, I'm not going to do as well because I'm crap at any kind of like quiz. And afterwards, I'll be like, oh, I'll be thinking it, and then no, let me go with this one. Oh man.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for both of us. 'Cause I need to think about what I'd be telling people, because as I said,
Because you don't
I'm
tell people shit.
I don't tell people nothing. I'm a closed open book.
You can check her out. She doesn't check out on her own.
Basic, yeah.
Oh man.
Oh, dear.
Oh, well, thank you for engaging in that.
No,
So
that's
that's
awesome.
quite cool. I'm interested to know, especially from Kay, who does listen on a regular, and also Katie, who listens on a regular, how many of those questions did you get right? Make sure you're engaging in that, because
Answers
those
on
are,
a postcard.
yeah, a couple of extra people who I think will know me roughly around the same amount. So
Yeah.
we'll be keen to know what that feels like. Like, how well did you do?
That's cool. Yeah.
Yay! All right. We don't have a deep dive this week, so it's very much just, yeah, fun and frolics for us. So I guess a good little reflection maybe on the last year, 2023, how, like, highlights.
It's just a personal thing, because my memory is trash, so I can never really remember.
I know.
What happened. Everyone was like, do you remember you did this thing? It's like, oh yeah, that was great. What about this thing? Oh yeah, that did have it. I'm terrible.
That's why we need the jar, right? That's why you need the jar.
Yeah. I did go through that, actually.
And?
That's all of my points right now.
So kick it off, girl. You start.
Okay, so first and foremost, I think I would be remiss if I did not mention starting the pod. We did that shit. 3rd of October was the first upload. And like many decisions made, it came after a fuck it moment. And we just put it up. And we haven't looked back since.
I know.
So yay,
so cool.
That was great. We were very much like, eek. I mean, even like the week before when we posted on Insta that it was like coming soon, literally the message that you sent to me was just like, do you know what? Forget, I'm going to put it up. And I was just like, what? But at the same time, do it.
I know.
And then here we are.
We will always just be preparing. We'll be waiting for perfection before we really move forward. And that never, ever comes. So we just have to go for it. And we have commented a few times on the cast, like, this is us out of our comfort zone. And yet, the number of times people have been sending me messages and been talking to me about it, about how just easy it comes across, and like it's really working. And listen, listeners, before every single episode, there is a bit of fear. There is always a bit of fear. There's always a bit of like, what the F are we doing here?
Every time.
So we're still very much learning and still very much pushing ourselves. But this isn't scripted, as you can probably tell. This is never scripted.
Very obviously not scripted. We be making up words, all sorts of foolishness.
But it's very real, because this is just us. This is what we're like with each other. That's something I've also someone's commented on, is like, people who don't know me as well. Like, there's been a couple of people at work who's listened, and they're like, oh my God, I'm seeing a whole new side of you. Like, that's because you get work, Amy.
Exactly.
You don't need outside of work, Amy.
Yeah, it's just been like the most fun, uncomfortable yet enjoyable ride. It
Yeah.
really has been. Um, yeah, shit. Like you said, every time before we even press record, we're just like, eek. Even before, like every time. I think that's why we don't even delay in hitting record now. It's just like, psh, let's just get in there. Let's just get it done.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then, yeah, I don't think it would actually work if it was recorded. Like that for me, I remember I tried scripting something once and it just fell to shit for me. Like I couldn't operate under the stuff that I'd written. I was just like, this don't make any sense anymore. Like what doesn't feel right? So yeah, we just press record and see what happens. And I love it for
Yeah.
us.
I think that's where the best stuff comes out, and you get the realist stuff, because sometimes we are not on it, like in terms of energy and
Mm-hmm.
headspace. But that's exactly what makes it, real. Is we're just coming as our authentic selves
Yeah.
to the space, which is what we wanted.
Yeah.
Because that's the journey that we're on, is like presenting our authentic selves to
Mm-hmm.
the world and still learning about it for ourselves. So as we're going along and just answering these deep questions and
Yeah. It's a very vulnerable journey. But yes, 3rd of October was great for me as well. Like when my girls saw our thumbnail on Spotify and they like screamed in glee in unison, that was like top tier for me. That was pretty cool as well. Like
oh
I loved that.
yeah.
Yeah. And they went around telling anyone that comes around, my mum has a podcast. It's just like, girl, calm down, calm down. It's just like, no, but you have to tell everybody. How is everyone gonna like know it's out there and start listening if you don't tell it? I'm just like, all right, it's
These
okay.
girls, oh my
I
god, they are
know
like absolute champions for you.
they really are. And these are the things that I tell them, and these are things that I know, but to actually do it is a whole other thing. So yeah, they keep me really humble. I'll say that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so October. What else came up for you for highlights?
Well, of course, seeing the Queen in concert. I feel weird calling it a concert because it was so much more. But the Renaissance tour was a summer highlight for me. I just saw the movie 2 nights ago and got to relive the whole thing. And it was everything I thought it would be. I was like on the edge of my seat for like half of the movie, partly because I felt like I needed to be closer to the screen, and partly because I needed to pee really badly, but just like refused to get up because I did not want to miss anything. But yeah, man, that show was friggin' incredible. I don't know. I think one of my favorite things about her is just the artistry. Like I love watching people that are passionate about something. Like and that goes for anyone really. When people like that I talk to speak about something like a hobby they have or like the work that they do, and you can see that they really love it, they've just got this different look in their face. And I live for that. Like that's one of my favorite feelings to feel, like inspiration, one of my favorite feelings to feel. And I think that's why I love her so much. So yeah. What have you got on your list? Give me one from yours.
Well, obviously I had the podcast because I think that it just seemed to come out of nowhere.
Yeah. It did
Like it
move
was
kind of quick.
it was like an idea that you had, and then it was like, oh, that sounds cool. And then suddenly we were doing the pilot, and then there was a gap in between,
Hmm.
because life be life in and all of that jazz, and then we were on a regular schedule. And I think that's a big adjustment. It's been a biggest adjustment for me because
Yeah.
I was just whiling away the time on those days,
Yeah.
and now I'm like, oh shoot, I'm actually working, and
Yeah.
um it's just so exciting thinking that there's this project that I'm wholly invested in and still learning about, and but it's fun. It's always fun. It's like, it's for me, it's what I imagine um like loving your work to be.
Yeah.
it's not work, but you know
As
you have to dedicate time and effort to it.
yeah.
So yeah, so that's I think that has been it has been the biggest highlight for me in 2023.
Yeah.
The only other thing that's happened to me in 2023, and it's not necessarily a highlight, but I have to mention it, is turning the decade that is 40.
That happened this year, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Yeah. I almost forgot that really was this year.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
handled that beautifully.
I ignored it.
Yeah. Which I
But I'll drink
completely
to it.
align with so beautifully. 40 what? Where? Who?
Obviously, it feels no different, but I have recognized there is a switch, and it must be like a placebo thing, right?
Mm.
Where I've lost all the fucks.
Oh, man. Isn't
They've
that just,
disappeared.
I feel like that is the blessing of becoming older. You just care less and less and less. And then one day,
Yeah. I
non existent.
have, there are still things that obviously I care deeply about and that still make me feel like overwhelmed emotionally. But um other than that, like they're just slipping away. Slipping
Mm.
away. Um I'm I find myself actually being like, I should be reacting to
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, I love that. I feel like I should
But
care more, but
yeah.
hmm.
uh, Nope, it's not
Not
there.
there.
So yeah,
Yeah.
that has been something like this year that I'm just like adjusting to, and it's new, but it's not. But I do feel like slightly different, slightly different.
Mm.
Um, Turning 41 is going to be an absolute breeze because there's no hype around 41. Like there's so much hype
Listen,
about
I cannot sleep for thinking about turning 40 next year. I am beside myself about it.
But what is it?
I couldn't, I think you just never really thought about getting to these ages as a kid, you know? You thought about turning 16, you thought about turning 18, then it was
Maybe
like, what?
21.
Maybe 21. And after then, it just wasn't, you were just like out here living your life. And then
Yeah.
you turned 13, it's just like, wow, I'm like an adult. Like,
Adults.
I'm an adult
Yeah.
now. What? But you're still young, still, you know,
Yeah.
very young. And to be fair, 40 is young as well. But 40 just feels like big people. It feels like I should know a lot more. It feels like I should be doing a lot more. But you know, the fact that the word should is in that sentence is the clue that that is a crock of shit. You know,
Yeah.
there's no should, there is just what is, you know?
Yeah.
But, and the thing is, I'm always someone that has kind of like battled with my mortality. Like, I can spiral very quickly from, oh, I have a cold to I'm about to die. You know, like I'm not as bad as I used to be, but there is still remnants of that way of thinking. So yeah, when I think of 40, then my mind jumps to like 60. It's weird, I know. I know. But as I said, I'm getting better. But I think, as you said, as you get older, the fucks just become less and less. And I have felt that this year. Um, One of my favorite things that has happened this year is I've mentioned it quite a few times now. You must be sick of hearing about it, but it's just the way in which I speak to myself. And
Mm.
it has made all of the difference. It's given me like this freedom, which I don't know that I've ever felt really. You know, I'm just so much less in my head as a what will people think? What should I be doing? Da 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 da. There's just less worry and more like cheerleading for the things that I'm thinking and feeling, as opposed to tear myself. It's been great. So Oh, yes, 40 is just around the river bend, but I'm not
Yeah.
as scared about it. And one of the
Don't
things that
be.
one of the things that I did do this year is book a holiday for my birthday. And yes, I know it's not a big deal, but me and the girls have not been on a holiday for a good number of years now.
Mm.
And trying to find a holiday within half term, within the half term, like the prices are just ridiculous. And I was like washing up one day, I just thought, "Do you know what, frig it, I'm gonna pull them out of school for a week. Like they've got 100% attendance since they've been going to school because I don't play that when it comes to school attendance. Unless something's hanging off, you're going in. So I thought, one week is not gonna harm. It's not gonna harm them. Travel experiences, I feel, are just as important.
Oh, they're
You know.
massively important. And I feel
So
like as children, because we absorb so much, like getting exposure to these different
yeah,
experiences and cultures, and it's that time spent.
yeah,
That's what you remember.
it's that
Like you won't
exactly.
remember where you're going, blah, blah, but you will remember the fact that you spent that time.
Hmm. Exactly. So yeah, I was just like, "Do you know what? I'm not gonna be in this country for my birthday. I'm gonna take him away. Um, we're going to Tunisia, somewhere that I've been before as well. And as I said, I was washing up, and I just had the image of them being on a camel and them like giggling themselves to pieces, me like just beaming about having given them that experience. I was just like, "Do you know what? Let's just make that shit happen."
Yeah.
So we're going, and I can't wait. But
Uh,
I don't know how we ended up down here, but yeah. Oh yeah, you turned 40 next day.
That's how it happens. That's how it happens. So,
Yeah.
listeners, you won't know this because unless you know us, but Monique and I are a year and a day apart in our birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
So we are both very early in the Aries horoscope, but very much relate to Pisces as well, right? We have
Yeah.
that whole crossover dreamer thing. Um, so sadly, I won't see this lovely lady on her 40th, but I
I
will
know.
be cheersing to the fact that she is living her best life. Um, yeah.
And we're doing something after. Like
Yes.
without a doubt, we
Yeah.
must. It's done.
We
I
will,
kind of,
of
I kind
course.
of want to do it at your house, but we can talk about that later. It's fine. Let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. But cool, I'm down. I'm with it. And by that point, I think the weather will be changing. So we'll have opportunity to
Yeah.
have very nice, not too tough
Hmm.
walkies.
That week,
out there.
maybe that week in between, like yours and mine and Kay's birthday. Like our
Yeah. Although
anniversary
bearing
date.
in mind, it
It's
is
a week
Easter.
Easter.
It's Easter that weekend. So
We'll see
we'll
what the
have to
diaries are
coordinate.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 of course, but of course. And generally, Easter weekend, the mister's not here because he has to be back at his parents, although I have been invited, so we shall see. I'm always down to like, they love me, so that's a good thing.
Of course. Duh.
Yeah, duh. I didn't. That's it. That's really all I had is turning 40 and the podcast as major highlights. But
Yeah.
I love a holiday. So 2023 went to Morocco for the first time for me.
Hmm.
Oh, that was
Yeah.
just the smells, and like incense is just
Hmm.
so the smells and the colors and just so many people were calling me cousin yet again. Happened when I was in Egypt.
Yeah.
Because I mean, obviously it's winter now, so I'm like my lighter shade, but when the sun blesses me with its kiss, I am darker. And I don't speak, well, I probably speak more French now than I did then, but didn't speak any French at all.
Wait, they speak French in Morocco?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't
Arabic
know
and
that.
French. Yeah. Yeah, because I think
Ah,
around there, like Algeria's next door, like it was kind of like colonized by the French. So they speak, I
yeah.
think is their second language, if not their first.
Oh, shame.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, so most people will speak French and Arabic there.
Mm.
So it's good. Mr. speaks a lot of French. He's not like fluent, but he speaks a damn sight more than I do.
Hmm.
Um, so that was really cool. And that is where the tennis obsession began.
Ah,
Because I like a racket sport and I like tennis just because it's a case of like running around and like, you've actually got a decent circumference to hit the ball with instead of
yeah.
rounders or something stupid like that. And back in the day when I was young, I used to play squash. So influence from my dad. So I
I've
like
never
playing.
played squash. I really want to.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I mean, my parents played squash as well. I think that's like that kind of generation's
No,
game.
yes.
Yeah, squash and badminton, like they were all for it. I don't know,
Okay.
just something about that. I mean, it looks very, very intense, if not
Yeah.
dangerous, because those balls be moving real quick,
And you are it boxed in.
and you're boxed in. Yeah, but yeah, I want to give that a go. Okay,
Well, you see,
2024
listeners, I
pinboard.
have squash
Uh,
rackets here.
do you?
Yeah.
Is there a place nearby you? Not nearby, but is there a place?
Yeah, I've got leisure centres. We can book a court.
Okay, all right. If not the birthday one, my annual summer stay, we'll do it
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. Down. Noted.
Okay.
And know that I'm going to be bringing this back
I
up.
know you
So,
will. That's why I tell you things because I can't get out of it if I tell you. There's been plenty of times I've gone to message and be like, "Oh no, 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 she might remember that. Let me just not it's fine." It's like, how badly do I want to commit to this?
yeah,
Okay,
no,
no.
not enough to tell Amy.
Yeah.
I know, like months later, I'd be like, remember that time when you told me this?
Yeah, yeah. Just like that. Lean forward and the
Oh,
finger.
yeah.
Get the
Yeah.
look. Damn.
Message. Don't forget. All right. Squash is
Uh,
on. Squash is on. Summer
wicked,
of
wicked.
2024.
Cool, 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 cool.
But yeah, that's where it started. So we played with the rackets that were given and like so he never liked racket sports. So it's been literally 2 years leading up to that point of being, oh, can we play tennis? And last summer he broke his ankle, so he obviously couldn't. I'm like, I'm sure you did that on purpose. But anyway, so so we got there and it would just became a thing. And then we got a membership locally. We've got
Yeah.
our own rackets and stuff and try to play when the weather is okay once, if not twice a week, which is really cool. And had a couple of lessons, but this is the problem. So then I learn what I'm supposed to be doing, and that is my focus from then on. And something that I have found through playing tennis, and I feel like it's filtering into other areas, is giving myself permission to just try, not be perfect at it, not worry about the winning, just try, practice, do the thing, like learn how to do the thing. And I get the most practice when I'm doing tennis is like actually trying to serve the ball properly, return the ball properly, holding the racket properly. And if my return is off into the woods, then fair enough. I'm not going to beat myself up about it because at least I'm learning to do it properly. Whereas before we had the lessons, I was like, I'm competitive. So if he was winning all the points, I start being like, I'm going to throw my racket on the court.
What is it about us? Like, we need to win. I saw this post like maybe 2 days ago that said, allow yourself to be a beginner. Like, no one starts off a professional. And it's like, we know this, but to put that into action is just so difficult. It's
really
so difficult to just be free and just let it happen. And there's so much freedom when you're just like, meh, whatever.
just
But you
go
have to
for it and
constantly
see.
remind yourself, like, just let it go. Because what does it mean? Like, big picture, what does it mean that the serve went into the woods? Nothing. You go again,
No,
and then
I
again,
know.
and then again. And that's it.
Yeah.
Look at us growing.
I know. Yeah, painfully. But growing, yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
And
it's
I think
good.
it part and parcel with the like no more fucks. That is, I think, because I'm releasing that a little bit more and I'm putting it into practice. It's just so liberating. It's so liberating.
That's the best
But
word
I'm
for it.
better at doing it in some areas of my life than in others. So that's 2024. That is something I'm going to be like trying to extend, you know, like just releasing that a little bit more. But yeah, I guess, do you know what? I feel like 2023 for me has been just experience, just kind of like going through, enjoying the moments, whereas previous years was leading up to something, and this year I'm settled. There's no big changes other than the age, but no big changes and just kind of like loving and living life. So yeah, I think on the whole it has been a decent year. It has been a decent year, and I'm really looking forward to next year as well. Like,
I'm
just
psyched for next year. Like, I want to be outside. Yeah, I want to be outside next year. Like, I just want to do all of the things. Like, I might have another year of yes. My best year that I've had so far was like my 25th year. Like, I like had just broken up with somebody. Not that that was a great thing. That's always, you know, sad and but I had just broken up with somebody. So my body was just like svelte. Like, that heartbreak diet will get you together. And it got me together. And yeah, I made it my year of yes. Like, anytime anyone was just like, do you want to go somewhere? Do you want to do something? Yeah, sure, why not? That's how I ended up going to South Africa for a month, because that wouldn't have happened if I just wasn't like, nah, sure, why not? You know? So I think I want to have as much as I can next year.
Yeah.
I want to do that next year. Like,
Yeah.
I want to celebrate 40 the whole year if I can, because like, why the hell not? Why the hell not? Like, we could keel over in 5 minutes. Nothing is promised. Like, I just want to have sensible fun.
It's nice to reflect on the things that make us happy and that we feel proud of, because then we can make, if we wanted to take more proactive steps, bring them into 2024.
Yeah.
Lots to happen.
Christmas ICKS.
Christmas ICKS. Just in general.
I am actually quite a Grinchy person. Like, I can take or leave Christmas. I'm not really that fussed. So my Christmas ick list could go on and on and on, but I've just gathered a few. So my number one Christmas ick is Christmas starting in October. Why are there decorations out for Christmas in October?
This year, I saw them in September.
Why?
They had the aisle. They had the aisle with all of the chocolates and the bits, and I'm just like, summer hasn't even finished. How are we thinking about Christmas?
I'm still buying school uniform. Why? Why? I hate that so much. Like, just let it come. Just let it come naturally. The clocks haven't changed yet. Like, what are we doing?
At least let's get those clocks out of the way. And then we can, it needs to be like 1st of November. And then we start seeing, because the weather's going to be changing. It's starting to get, well, it will be darker because the clocks have changed. So that is the perfect opportunity for Christmas to start coming. Because, I mean, let's be real. Even though in the UK, we're not like as huge about Halloween as US. but it's still something that people look forward to. So
It's a thing.
build up to the Halloween bit,
Yeah.
get Halloween out of the way, then we can start thinking about
That is
Christmas.
how I literally the day after, if you want, let's just get it gone and then bring out all the Santa shit. Like, please. Yeah, I hate that. I mean, this kind of leads into my next ick, which is just how commercialized Christmas is. Like, I just feel like whenever I see like Christmas adverts and billboard, I just feel like there's virtual hands coming out into my pockets to take out my money. Like, where are the is the messaging about family time and togetherness? And it's always just like sale, 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 discount, discount, discount. What have you bought? It's just all about the gift giving. And it's just like,
Yeah.
in this economy, there are people that can't even feed themselves or their family, much less piling on the pressure about what are you buying for them, to open up on Christmas morning. I hate it. I hate it so much. That's probably like my biggest ick. Well, I did say October. It's like October's my biggest ick. But yeah, just the commercialization of it. I just hate it so much. There's no sentiment of the real meaning behind it. Not that I'm like, a proper churchy person anyway, but I feel like just focusing on the gift giving just completely, it just adds pressure that's not necessary.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it just
definitely.
it just makes it feel a bit cringy for me. And I hate that sort of gift giving exchange where people feel like they have to buy something for someone because that person is buying something for them. I just feel
Yeah.
like those kinds of exchanges, they cancel one another out. And does the gift even mean anything if you're just buying it out of obligation?
No, and actually, it seems as though like everyone is just going gift mad. Like they're just getting bigger and more expensive.
Yeah.
And really, I mean, I would much rather Christmas being about coming together and spending time together and just
Yeah.
enjoying that experience. Like I do love, and this obviously is opposite to the ick, but I love the Christmas lights and I love the Christmas carols and like where
Hmm.
people are coming and the markets, like just with the little treaty bits, and people have made things.
Oh,
They
okay.
have
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
made
yeah.
things, but I'm not talking about like, I'm talking about all of the little wooden
The
bits and
cookie things.
pieces. Yeah, I love that. I love that about the Christmas period. About like
Yeah.
it's cold, people want to be toasty and warm and coming
Hmm.
together and singing together. And not that I know any words to anything, but good Christmas. That's what I do when I go to these things. I just like make words up, as we know. So, like, it's just I love that coming together, and it's kind of lost when it's
Yeah.
you know all of these sales going on and Currys and Smiths and all of that, all of the adverts coming out. I do think one tradition is quite funny that has come out of recent years is the best Christmas advert. Because obviously John Lewis
Yeah.
traditionally will win it,
Yeah.
but
Who are the
because it's
contenders?
all about the feels. That is a
Although
really
I did
good
see, I think I
question.
saw a John Lewis advert the other day with like a Viennese flytrap thing. Have you seen that?
Mm.
It's giving me like Little Shop of Horrors. I didn't get it. To be fair, the sound wasn't on, but it just looked
I
shit.
think the point of it is that everyone is included.
Even the
You're
flytrap.
thinking about yeah, because it's not traditionally aligned with Christmas. It's the fact that the kid loved it and it was excluded.
Because it wasn't cute enough.
Yeah,
Oh,
it wasn't what they're expecting, so he was sent out into the cold. And I think the whole idea is that everyone is welcome.
okay.
But listen, if you're having to work that hard to figure out the meaning to a Christmas advert, it ain't working.
No. Oh God. Yeah, the Christmas adverts. Again, I mean, I don't really watch terrestrial TV, so to be fair, I didn't even know how I ended up seeing that one. Do you know what? It's funny that
Mm.
you mentioned that you love carolers. Carolers are on my ick list. I
Are
find it
they?
I find it cringy AF. And to be fair, I've only seen
Why?
because like you're just like right up in my face singing at me. It's too close. No. It's like I've
Oh,
got to
what if they're
smile
coming to
like
your
I'm in
door, kind of?
or just like watching carolers like in the I was gonna say town square, you know. But wherever wherever they be singing at, it just feels a bit like I don't know, I don't like it. It's I don't know what it is.
I
Maybe it's the contact, like the eye contact. They're just very close. It's all very like jolly, jolly. As I said, I'm quite grinchy. Like I
Yeah,
do like
man. Like
Christmas
the
songs,
jolly
but
jolly part of it was just like, shoot. All right, Scrooge.
I
All
mean,
right.
I don't know. Like,
No, I like, I suppose, not the carolers as such, but I like the carols. So they're obviously, I'm a massive fan of classic FM.
ding dong,
And so
merrily
they
on
are
home.
playing exactly when they are like,
Did you hear that?
I was going to glaze. When we were. When we're like listening to it and it is proper, you can hear their voices and really going into it. That I love that. There's just something that takes me like more traditional about
Yeah,
Christmas than the whole commercial. It's
yeah,
really giving off snowy vibes, like Victorian
yeah.
out
The hand
under the
warmers.
lamps. Yeah, around the campfire, kind of like,
Yeah.
that's what that's giving me. And that's what I love about it. Not so much people out in the town squares or the village green singing the carols. When I was walking through Waterloo yesterday at the train to get back home from London, they had a whole thing. But there was this guy with a little banjo, like strumming it up.
I do like a banjo.
Getting ghetto. So yeah, I think I've had enough of this, but I'm still sipping.
Listen, yeah. As I said, this is the last bottle, so I look
Once it's done,
wavy,
it's done.
wavy AF. Okay, one of my other Christmas icks is people becoming assholes again on the 27th. Like I always find that that sort of week leading up to Christmas, everyone's very like, festive and have you got it's like because everyone's sort of doing the same sort of thing, there's a lot of camaraderie. Like I love that. That's like one of my favorite things. People are like smiling at you and you're not
Yeah.
looking behind you to think like, is there something on my face? Like you know that
You
they're
know it's at
feeling the
you.
season. I love that.
Yeah.
It's just like, yes, mankind, humankind, we're all right. We'll be okay. A Boxing Day, everyone's still got, the turkey high, new gadget high, or just full belly high. Everyone's just cool. But on the 27th, no one says thank you anymore or excuse me. It just feels like the switch has been swatch. That's not right. The switch has been flicked. There we go.
Yeah.
The switch
Oh,
has been switched. Flicked.
do not.
Oh.
Do not edit that out. That has to stay. That has got to stay. That is perfect. The switch has been
swatched.
swatched.
Ah! Yeah.
I get it though. They are. They're automatic.
I
They're over
hate
Christmas.
that.
That's what it is. The
Yeah.
whole lead up. It's been since October. They've run out of Christmas steam.
Christmas
They're
fatigue.
done.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
It's just
over it.
like all courteousness just seems to vanish. And it's just like, and again, that's what takes away from Christmas for me. So it's just like, was that all a farce then? We were just pretending?
Yeah.
We have it in us to be nice and decent people the whole year, and I just hate that it's just for that small pocket that people sort of show their generosity and all of the things, it's there all the time. Can we just show it all of the time? Let's just be nice all of the
Yeah.
time. It's just a harsh
I think
reminder that, it's tough out there and it doesn't need to
it
be.
is.
It doesn't
Yeah.
need to be. That's the ick for me. There's
But it's
plenty
just,
of
it's almost like a
everything for
habit,
everyone.
isn't it?
Mm.
It's a habit for all of us of just like getting into this space of just being like, but also I feel like the thing with Christmas, and this is probably one of my biggest icks, is we make it a thing where we all come together and spend this full day in each other's company where you wouldn't normally, it's our whole thing, and there's
Yeah.
pressure of the food being ready and what gifts are being given, what we're watching on TV. Then there's the games, and if you're anything in our family, we are competitive AF. And then at the end of it, I'm just like, I don't want to see you again for a year. Please don't. Like, over it.
When are you going?
Exactly. So it's like, this forced coming together for this period of time. I think that's a lot of pressure as well. Like, majority of it, I like spending time with my friends and family. Like, obviously around Christmas time, it's more family time.
Yeah.
And I do enjoy spending time with my family, but in small doses, because I think for me especially, I put a lot of pressure on myself to be a certain way and to be like,
even more so. That is crazy because this is you anyway.
I mean,
Not like overly so, but you are generally, a very positive, jazz handy person.
yeah, thanks. I
You've
don't
got
know
good
if that's a
energy.
compliment or not.
No. I mean it as a compliment. As a
Okay,
compliment. Yeah. You're good vibes all of the time. So I feel like you didn't
thank
actually
you.
need to do anything. You just have to show up. That is enough.
I feel like when there's a lull, I have to fill it with a lull, like with energy, when
Okay.
actually I probably don't need to. But
Mm,
that's something again that I'm learning about myself, is being so much more self-aware
yeah.
of what are my trigger points, like, or who are my trigger points, where I go into this showcase,
Mm.
and Christmas is going to be an interesting test. Um, but on the whole, though, I love Christmas.
Yeah. Because
I don't know.
as you were just talking about it being almost like that forced period of time where we have to come together, I was thinking if we didn't have that, when would we get together like that? Would it actually happen? So maybe it's a necessary evil? Evil might not be the right
Mm,
word. But, it's nice that at least once a year you're with those people. Those people.
yeah.
I'm not
And I
wording this
suppose the
right
whole
at all.
forced, I think the whole forced thing is just to the fact that we all have the same amount of time off at the same time. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
other than Christmas,
That
and
is true.
maybe Easter, but that's only because of like children's holidays, because you wouldn't
Yeah.
otherwise get that time off.
No, you're
Christmas
actually
is the
right.
only time where
It
we
is.
really, really all have the same amount-ish time off. So
Yeah. It's
yeah,
true. I think Christmas Day is like the one day where everything is closed. Mostly everything is closed, actually.
mostly.
Yeah. So
Less
you're
so
right.
now. I remember back in the day where everything was shut and people would be
Uh
like, it would be like, COVID all over again, where no toilet paper.
yeah, screwed.
You
You
would
gotta use
just
serviettes or hand
yeah.
towels.
Not right. Not right. Oh
Go
my
back to
God.
episode 8 or whatever it was. But do you know what? I low key miss those times, like on a Sunday when everything was shut. You had to be in your house, like keep your behind quiet. You didn't need to be outside. You
It was a
know,
day of rest. You were like,
literally now everything is always open, bar Christmas Day. You know, I mean, if you really wanted to shop, you can, but you
yeah.
can't go out anywhere. Everything's locked, as it should be. Like, sit
Actually,
in, man.
no. Bars,
Are bars open?
restaurants.
Oh yeah, Christmas
Yeah,
dinners
pubs.
and
There will
stuff.
be pubs that are open. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, they are open now. So it's a whole different kind of experience.
yeah, it's true.
I actually worked Christmas Day one year where it was only for like 3 or 4 hours, and it was just around like serving people's Christmas kind of like dinners and stuff. I did get paid twice
Of
the
course you
amount of my
did.
normal pay. Yeah, I mean, standard.
What was that
And I
like?
got decent tips. Loved it.
See that
Um,
generosity. Everyone's just
I
like,
know.
here, have
Everyone's
all
just
of
like,
the
yeah,
things.
Christmas. Have a great one. Have a drink on me. Have a drink on me. Can we have a shot now? No, no, no. I'm still working. Um, but yeah, and then actually it was quite nice for me because it meant that I missed out on all of the awkward kind of leading
Mm.
up to the Christmas dinner kind of situation. I just arrived home and then it was like, food's on the table. And then
Yeah.
everyone's
The best bit.
yeah.
The best 20
Silence
minutes.
for about, so yeah, yeah.
Literally,
No one's
cook for
talking
2
'cause everyone's
days.
stuffing their
And then it's over in 20 minutes.
Everyone's comatose afterwards because they've got like complete food babies or blackmanitis.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Christmas.
We love to hate it, but we love it.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Cheers, doll.
Mm,
Ooh, what about Christmas movies? Do you have any faves?
I do.
Okay.
So I love Father Christmas.
Yes, it's another blooming Christmas.
Christmas! Yay! I love it.
So good. It is cute. Love that movie.
Oh my God. Yes, so much fun. Like,
Yeah.
that is an absolute must watch around the Christmas period. Typically for me, it will be on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
So yeah, there's that. And also Santa Claus. It's the American one with Dudley Moore. Have you ever seen it?
I've never seen that. Maybe I'll put it on the list. I'll put it on the list this year. I'll watch
You
it.
should. I mean, it's one of those things. It's an 80s film.
I mean,
An
Dudley
80s
Moore.
film.
Was he in
I
anything
know.
other than 80s films?
Tootsies, yeah, that was it. And then actually, I think there was one in the 90s
Early
with
90s.
Emma Thompson. I can't remember what that was called, but and what's his name? John Lith. Oh, I can't remember what his
me
name
have a
is, but he has been in several films.
What's it called? Father Christmas.
No, Santa Claus.
Shame.
No, because we were just talking about Father Christmas. Santa Claus.
There's so many. Dudley Moore. 1985. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. John Lithgow.
Lithgow. There you go.
Yeah. The guy from Third Rock.
Yeah. Third Rock. I was thinking about that because that has, what's his name? Joseph in it. Oh, I love Santa Claus. Those two films are like my go-to traditional Christmas watches, but always Home Alone.
I mean, Home Alone is standard. To be fair, there was a year that I felt like we watched it throughout the whole year.
Really?
And the Grinch as well, the Jim Carrey one. Those are like me and the
I
girls.
hate the fact that you've said the Jim Carrey one. Like, how many times does it need to be done?
Well, saying that, they did an animated one a couple of years ago with who did the voice? Doctor Strange. What's his name again?
Oh, Benedict.
Yes, so he did the voice for this Grinch. And when I watched it the first time, I was just like, meh. it's okay, but I actually love it now. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, so Home Alone 1 or 2 and The Grinch are like staple Christmas movies.
Yeah.
One of my favorite all times though is Scrooged, with Bill
With
Murray.
Bill?
Yes, I love that. Bill Murray is like,
yes, thank you, because that was in my head when you were saying it. I was just like,
yeah,
Bill Murray. That's all you
love
need
him.
to say.
That's the end of the sentence. Bill Murray,
Yeah.
love him. So I've not watched that yet this year, but Trading Places is also one of my Christmas movies, which
A
I
Christmas
watched.
movie?
It's a Christmas movie. It is. A lot of the shenanigans happens at Christmas. It's a Christmas
Yeah.
movie. Same with like
I
Die
remember-
Hard. People will like
Well-
debate whether it's a Christmas movie or not. It is. It's a
Yeah,
Christmas
because it's
movie.
around Christmas time. Yeah. Die Hard is something that I will watch. I won't necessarily, it's not like, oh, it's Christmas, I need to watch it. I'm just like, I love Die Hard, so I will watch that anytime.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anytime. But yeah, Trading Places is such a good one. Oh,
Love
Dan
it.
is so good in that film. Because he always plays a bit of a goofball. And in this one, it's slightly different.
Yeah.
But one thing I love about not just Trading Places, but I love the fact that in Trading Places and Coming to America, there's that link.
The two guys. Yeah. Mortimer,
Yeah.
we're back.
Oh,
yeah.
These are the good things about it. I do love this period because it does bring like the memories and just I remember. So this is one proper memory from Christmas time. We had, when we were kids, we had a power cut. And I think it was actually on Christmas Day. And the only reason I think it's on Christmas Day is because there was some reference to like the Queen's speech and stuff. Ooh, interesting. First year for the King's speech.
I don't know if I want to hear what he's got to say, to be honest. He might be on my ick list. But anyway, that's another thing for
Let's come back to that next week.
Yeah.
Let's come back to that next week. So I remember we had like loads of candles around, and it was like proper candle lit, and we hadn't, I can't remember if we'd eaten or not. The reason that this sticks out in my mind is because my dad only really knew how to play 2 or 3 things on his guitar, and he proceeded to play Greensleeves on repeat during this period. So literally for hours we were just hearing ding 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 ding.
One more time.
You know the words, let's go. I was like, shut up. Like, so that was like probably one of my favorite, even though it was painful at the time, favorite Christmas memories was the fact that we had this power cut and just like my dad there in his guitar.
And by candlelight as well. That's so cinematic.
Oh my God, it's ridiculous. And the only other memory I had was one year my mum let my dad do the decorating, and it was like, do you remember all of the foil decorations?
I hate foil decorations with a passion.
Not just the tinsel, like I'm talking about those ones that stretched out. Yeah.
You know what? The only place those should exist are in Chinese restaurants, because for me, your Chinese takeaway, that's the only place where I should see them. I hated
It's
Those
still a
foil
thing now. Like
decorations.
my mum will be like, "Do you remember that time when your dad like decorated at
Oh
Christmas? It was like
God.
walking into Santa's grotto, and it was just like everything, and the Merry Christmas foil thing that would come
Yes.
down. Like it was proper. Do you
Oh.
remember the stringy things you would throw onto the tree, like the
Hey.
foil string things?
Hey.
So much. So those are like the two proper Christmas memories,
my
like of
God.
childhood.
Do you know, I don't have any childhood Christmas memories at all because we didn't celebrate Christmas. Like it was not a thing. So for those that you don't, so those of you that don't know, yeah. So I was raised a Jehovah's Witness. So Christmas was not a thing. Like I would be taken out of Christmas assemblies at school. Like it wasn't. Yeah, they were just like, you don't need to be hearing all of that Santa Jesus stuff. No, come on out.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a whole thing. So maybe that's why I can like take or leave Christmas now. I'm just like, it's not in the bones. I'm not invested like that, but I do love it. I love it for the kids, like the excitement and the glee. Love it for them. But yeah, so I've got no sort of like, although to be fair, like it was always acknowledged. Like the Christmas Day dinner was definitely different from any other day because there was like deals in the shops and stuff. So mum was just like, whoop, you're having a bit of that, thank you. So Christmas Day dinner was always different from others. But in terms of like Christmas trees and decorating, no, not at all. Wasn't a thing. But now, yeah, kind of go for it for the babies.
Yeah, we used to leave mince pies out for Father Christmas, and he always used to have a little glass of like whiskey or scotch.
Okay.
And
no sherry in your house.
No, not sherry. No, because obviously my dad's drinking it. So
Yeah, I know.
it would be the drink that dad would enjoy. And then like carrots out for the reindeers and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, we're only leaving out 2 carrots. There's more reindeers. It's like they're not that hungry. They've had carrots from everybody's house. They're full by the time they come to us. So there's all of these rationality things.
Yeah.
And they'll always come down and be like, he's eating the mince pies. Oh my God. So much fun.
Oh, and this is why you shouldn't ruin Christmas for kids because look how that memory just like I saw the glee on your face. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
let the babies have their fun.
I know that Santa's not real, but I still get excited about all of that stuff because it was a big thing when we were kids. It was such a big thing, and now they've got Elf on the Shelf and all of that. That was never a thing for us. But
naughty Elf, believe every day I've been moving that blasted thing around. I forgot one time, you know, and luckily, I say luckily, the kids got in trouble just before bed. So that for me, I was like, that's the reason why he didn't move because you guys got in trouble just before bed. Ooh. So yeah, like quick thinking because I was just like, shit.
I know, like some of my friends out there is like going extreme, like
not here.
I enjoy watching it, but that wouldn't happen. If it was me, I'd just be like, I don't know who this elf is, so soz.
I was just like, no elf at all.
No elf. He don't know where we live, so. But I would like, you know, I think the thing that if I had children, I think I probably would be extra with Christmas, like with the footprints made from flour and stuff coming from, or some sort of something from the chimney. And I think I probably would be extra, but it's a nice way for you to live or relive that Christmas excitement, because I think as an adult, it's a thing, you know? Mm-hmm. Either an excuse to get incredibly drunk or eat excessively for that 3 to 5 day period between Christmas and New Year's, and and then regret life afterwards and just be like, I'm on a fast for all of January.
Me.
But yeah, I mean, it's such a good time of year. It's such a good time of year. I loved our Christmas.
One of my faves, as I said, it's top 3. One of my faves.
It was so good, and just it's one of those things where I've been like for years been thinking I don't want to do the whole family thing, and then managed to not do it and spend it with one of my favorite people. So
me. I'd be up for doing that again. That was litty. It was just, and again, your Christmas dinner was friggin' superb.
I'm glad you thought so, because I was not 100%
It
in
was
my.
so good.
I don't
you have
know.
those, you have these, see how I'm closing my eyes, right? You know those meals where, like, if you think about it, you can taste it. Like, every frigging bite was just like, yes. Now I'll nap. Oh, so good.
That's how it should be. That's Christmas.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's so much a media circus or not, but I do have a little thing from the Tinternet that has brought me a bit of Christmas joy. And I don't know.
Baileys.
I'm just yeah. Oh, you got the warmth.
The glow.
Alcohol, yeah. Oh gosh. I can tell because my eyes are closed most of the time. So
this is me trying to, like, stay awake. That's what that is. Got to move it about.
So this has come from a TikTok, but I found it on Instagram. And it was a guy reacting to the scenario. Basically, it starts with a letter to Santa. So I don't know if you've seen this or not. Some people might have. But I'm going to read them. So it's an interaction between Santa and this little boy called Jeremy. So here we go.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Dear Santa, I am writing this on the day after Christmas, and I am very sad. I only received 2 of the 2 presents I asked for. Since you ate my cookies, I will assume that my missing gift was a mistake. I will give you 1 week to fix this, Jeremy. So Santa responds, Dear Jeremy, I'm sorry you were disappointed with your presents. You asked for 2 very expensive presents, and Santa can only do so much. You need to learn to be grateful for what you have, not upset about what you don't. If you continue to complain, I will have no choice but to add you to the naughty list next year. Santa's making threats. Santa. So Jeremy's response, Dear Fatty, your threats don't scare me.
Well, damn.
I played your game and you did not deliver. This is not okay. I will give you 1 week and then you will pay. Jeremy. P.S. I don't know why you care that it's expensive when you have elf slaves to make things for you. I think you are naughty for having slaves.
Jeremy is a Scorpio. I'm telling you that for free. I have one of those.
So
at
Santa
home.
responds, oh really? Santa responds, Dear Jeremy, you are being a very bad little boy. Because you cannot be happy with what you have, I've talked to your parents and told them to take away your Wii U. Now you have nothing. Once you learn to be grateful, perhaps you can have it back. I am very disappointed in you, Jeremy. You will need to be extra good boy this year if you want to make it back on the nice list.
Hold tight. Let's see.
Yeah, Jeremy's responding. This is the last bit. Dear Santa, I do not like that you have... Oh, sorry. I do not like the stunt you have pulled with my parents. You are on my naughty list now, so be afraid. You look slow and easy to kill. Enjoy your cookies next year because they will be poison. I hope you die, Jeremy.
You look slow and easy to kill. Wow.
Jeremy ain't playing, mate. Jeremy ain't playing. These kids are too up, man.
You look slow and easy to kill. That's scary.
Listen, he's talking about having poison in the cookies.
Oh, and you know he's a kid because if you're planning to kill someone, you don't tell someone the plan.
No. Have you never seen Criminal Minds? Come on now, kid.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
jokes.
I loved that though.
Then the
I was just
sentence
like,
said, "You were
wow.
gonna get what you're given, and you're gonna love it." And Jeremy said, no."
Who do you think you're talking to?
You told me to write you. I sent you the letter. Give me my things.
You have not lived
Wow.
up to your side of the bargain. I was a good little boy, and you have failed to deliver.
And that's why I said he's a Scorpio, because fairness is what they believe in, and they shall not be double crossed. They don't forget
Wow.
anything. That is jokes. Hold tight, Jeremy. He grew up to be a lawyer.
Oh man, I would like to see every year though. Do you know? Every year, I don't know if you've seen it, but it always comes around. And it's my favorite Christmas video. That little boy who finds out he's on the naughty list. So he's like a little northern kid,
I don't know if I've
and
seen
his
this.
his dad is telling him he's on the naughty list, and he's just like, "Nuh-uh, I'm not on the naughty list." And then he threatens to uppercut Father Christmas, punches his beard off. I'm just like, punch his beard off.
Wait, I think
It's so good. Yeah, it's so good. That is my favorite Christmas little video. They should make that. Listen, all of you
we
consumers
gotta
out there,
find
that's
it.
what you need. That's what you need for your Christmas advert this year. Is you need punch his beard off. You need to bring him back.
Oh, we gotta find that.
So good. So good.
Aw.
That's it from me, because actually my news feed is obsessed with this whole Diddy thing.
Yeah.
It's just coming out more and more, and people are just either they're getting brave or just finding their voice. I
That's what
do
tends
love
to
a bit of a
happen.
roast though.
A bit of a roast.
Yeah, I love it when people are just saying shit and just taking it too far, and I'm here for
listen,
it.
as they say, what is done in the dark comes out in the light. You just can't dictate the timeline as to when it's going to happen, but it always does. Like, you can only be terrible to people for so long before that one person's just like, you know what, not me. And then they come out and they just open the gate for everybody else.
Yeah.
So yeah. Good luck to them all. I hope they get all that they deserve, because these people that abuse their position, they should be held accountable. Full stop.
They should. And it's
Done
happening.
and done. Wow, my eyes are like
when you were
descending.
talking, your eyes weren't even open. You were just like this. Yeah, what will be done? What's done in the dark will come out in the light.
That's because I'm in the dark.
Like,
I'm just like sitting here, eyes closed.
Oh gosh, guys, I hope you're enjoying this. This is madness, isn't it?
Oh my gosh, this has
Here
been
we are.
so fun. If you made it this far, because this is a marathon of an episode, thank you. Your foil blankets and electrolytes will
True
be sent
fans
to
there. Listen, true fans. Oh my god, I've said this in the last few episodes, but I do like when the interactions come through. Like Rick was making me laugh about the whole pastries and cake thing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. Shout out, because that was just too much.
Honestly,
it's funny though, isn't it?
Defo makes the day. Defo makes her day.
Yeah. We love hearing about it. It's nice because obviously we're in our own little bubble. And just,
it's easy to forget actually that it is going out.
I know. We're just doing it for ourselves.
Which, to be fair, we kind of are, but it's just like, here, guys, have a look-see too,
Yeah, if you're interested. Yeah. So fun. Anything from your side on the internet? Nothing.
No, girl.
It's been quite slow recently, hasn't it? But
my feed is trash. I was trying to find the like every year they will put out like a picture of a calendar, so like January to December, and then they'll have an image of like the most trending story of that month. And I've been looking for it and I cannot find it. So I wanted to do like a highlight thing and I could not find it anywhere. So I'm gutted about that because it had things on there like the submergible and like I think the whole thing that happened with the submarines and the billionaires in May.
The Titanic one.
Yeah. So I kind of want to do a recap, but the internet said, nah, sorry.
Oh, wow.
And as I said, I can't remember what happened last week, much less. So
yeah,
sorry, guys.
What was funny.
Yeah.
I know.
But
I know.
we'll see. I mean, we're going to cook up some stuff for next year in terms of some segment changes, maybe. We'll see.
Switch it up a little bit.
The timeline wasn't really giving us what we wanted for the media circus this week. So
no, but I feel like we have really, really eked out on the 2023 highlights and the Christmas ICKS and whatnot. So
it's a seasonal episode. So
it is. Only happens once a year.
It does.
Oh, do you know what's going to be interesting next year?
Tell me.
Your 40th episode.
I'll do something. Yeah, we'll do something for that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you are. It's okay. It's fine. It's all good.
It's great. It's fab.
Listen, it is
40
literally no different.
And I'm sure. Just got to get there already.
I know. Technically, you're already there because you know that your 40th birthday is actually your 41st.
None of that, please.
Which means I'm 42. So
I don't work with those technicalities. No.
Oh, well, I think this is a perfect opportunity to, as we're bringing the year to a close, to bring the episode to a close. So,
wrap it up. Put a bow on it.
Yep. That my little bow. Huge thank you to everyone who has been listening up until this point and listening to this particular episode. Really appreciate it. We hope you've had as much fun as we have. And listen, we should have said at the beginning, if you're listening at a time that's appropriate to drink, you should have been drinking along with us because maybe you'll be feeling as wavy as we are.
Glug.
So look at her eyes completely closed now. Oh my God. If you are not already doing all of the things, then get to it. You should be following us on all of the socials. I'm not going to list them because, boy, we're there. We're everywhere. Looking out for It's or Frolics or It's or Frolics podcast. If you are interested in watching the episodes, because we record them, the videos to them, so you can see them on Spotify, but you can find us on YouTube. Don't be afraid to click the subscribe, because then you will be notified of every episode that's released. Generally, we release them on a Tuesday. Try to get there early in the week to lift up those spirits.
Yes.
Lift up those spirits. Bring the joy with you early on in the week. And as always, we're encouraging you to reach out to us. So either telling us your best bits of particular episodes, answering the deep dives. I
like that.
What? The best bits of the episodes? Yeah, what are your favorites? We know what our favorites are. We generally use them for the shorts, but we know what our favorite parts are. But what are yours? We're really keen to know. Interacting with the deep dive questions that we have. So for this week, what are some of your Christmas ICKS? And what are your favorite, your Christmas memories that really stand out? Share with us. Don't be shy. We don't bite.
Don't be scared.
No, we don't bite. We don't bite. Jump into the convo. Come and join us in all of the fun, all of the frolics. It's fun over here. Yeah. Thanks very much for the support there. And also, I mean, if you joined us in the icebreaker, for those of you who feel like you know me, how many questions did you get right and what ones were surprises to you? I don't feel like there are many surprises. I feel as though maybe not specifics like the Bombay Bicycle Club and stuff, but I feel like quite a lot has been given away already in these episodes. So, you know.
That was so good.
Yours is next. Yours is next. Sure. Anyway, come and join in the Frolics, guys. It's fun for everyone. So, thank you very much. Do you have anything to add, my love?
Merry Christmas!
Ding dong, merrily on high. I don't know any of the words.
None.
Of course. I never do. Anyway, cheers to you.
Cheers to you guys.
Woo! Merry Christmas, everyone.
And eat lots, nap, enjoy, rest, be thankful, be grateful. I'll stop there.
Yeah, we're thankful for you. Thank you very much. I don't know if you saw previous episodes where we were talking about, or posts about the Wrapped. So we really appreciate those who are listening, who have us as one of their top 10 podcasts.
Yes.
That's so exciting.
Isn't it?
Really is. Really is. So
Thanks,
we appreciate it. Yeah.
We do.
And for those of you who I've spoken to about coming on at some point, excited for 2024, bringing in a different perspective. We may have something up our sleeve soon. Who knows? Whoop, whoop.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Indeed. All right. Let's leave it
there.
Loves.
Ciao for now.
Love to y'all. Bye.
Peace. And good tidings.
Yeah, good tidings. Merry Christmas, everyone.